We're all set. 1950 metres, gates are back, off and racing, and Double Check was just a little tad slow when the starter said go. Supreme Dream is pushing forward early on. She's going up to look for the lead, kept company on the far side by Royal Invitation. Flower of Saigon is back at the rails, settling in their third place, followed then by Follow the Star, half back on her outside. Fleeting is keeping those two companies caught deep on the outside at this stage, followed then by Bye Bye Bombshell. She's about 4 lengths off the speed. In behind them on the far side, Typeface. And after a sluggish start, Double Check finds herself at the back of the field, and she's about 7 lengths off this leader. Supreme Dream takes the field along. They're not going hard. She's ambling along in front. Royal Invitation racing back in second. They followed by Flower of Saigon in third, and Fleeting keeps that company the far side. In behind them, Follow the Star will be about 3 lengths off the leader. They're pretty compact. Bye Bye Bombshell in behind that one. They followed then by Typeface back one from last, and Double Check the trailer. They head on down to the cross over the courses. No change in the orders. Supreme Dream ambling along in front, 3 parts of length clear. Royal Invitation races back in second. A length and a half further back to Flyer of Saigon, back at the rail in third. Fleeting keeps that company on the outside. Between those two, Follow the Star is just 2 lengths off the lead. Bye Bye Bombshell will corner 4 lengths off them. He squeezed a little bit there and lost position. Bye Bye Bombshell. Dropped back towards the back end of the field. Typeface has moved past that one. And Double Check still corners at the back of the field. They're about to spin in the straight now and head for home. Supreme Dream made all the running so far. She's straightened up the leader. On her outside, Royal Invitation is racing second. Flower of Saigon trying to make ground towards the inside. Fleeting is in behind those. Follow the Star is next. Up the outside, Royal Invitation runs hard at Supreme Dream. Supreme Dream is hanging tough. She slets solo fractions and she stayed on well. Supreme Dream, start to finish, goes on to win. Flower of Saigon second, Royal Invitation third, flashing home up the outside. Typeface may have got that 4th placing. It's tight there. Follow the Star was back along the inside. Bye Bye Bombshell dropped right out of the race after copping traffic trouble on the turn. Head on view, Supreme Dream in front. In colours of Mr. Luke Bales. Royal Invitation tried hard. Down the inside, Flower of Saigon was also kicking on late. But horse number 6, Supreme Dream, has held on to win race number 5.
Winner of race 5, number 6, Supreme Dream, daughter of Master of My Fate from the Brett Crawford yard. Well done to Odwa Volkop. He looks after Supreme Dream. Lovely win from the filly with Keegan DeMello aboard. She went up front and went through some lovely paces. Brett Crawford can join me. We're just waiting for Keegan to come back. So, Brett, thank you very much and well done.
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. Very gutsy win from the filly. I thought great ride from Keegan. Set his own fractions. And obviously, you know, she's a filly that stay all day. And I thought it was a gutsy win. I'm sure Luke will be over the moon because he bred her as well. So very well done to him. And, you know, she's just a progressive filly. She's getting stronger. And obviously, the further she goes, the better. So all in all, a good result. So well done to everyone and to the team at home and to Interbet, our sponsors.
Brett, you've said it all. Well done.
Thank you.
You go. Also lovely to hear Brett's comments leading into the race meeting. Give us some confidence about the progressive number 6 Supreme Dream. I can't see Keegan DeMello coming back, but what we will lead into, if you all just stay tuned, lovely pictures of Supreme Dream in shot there. But Grant Knowles is on the outside here. He needs to join me in studio. Grant Knowles was the Punters Challenge winner last month. So Grant, lovely to chat to you. Well done.
Thank you very much, Vicky. Yeah, what a great initiative it's been, and quite hair-raising as well. You know what it's like. We've been taking on all our colleagues and all the peers, and I tell you what, it's stressful.
Well, I think day by day you were under more and more pressure as it went on.
Well, it is, because you get the logs all the time, and there's all these guys that are chasing down your neck, and, you know, it's like a balancing act between picking a horse that you like form-wise and one that might be a little bit of value to actually try win you a competition. But it's been a great initiative. The group, with all the racing scribes and the presenters and that all on, the camaraderie on there is just second to none. So to Devon and the team, thank you very much for the initiative. It's been great to be part of it. I know that you and MJ have had great banterings as well. You tried the quick pick once, and you actually, I think you guys were like second and third last or something like that on that occasion as well. But it's been absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it takes some time. We've seen a lot of people. It's free, so you can go into the Hollywood Bet site and log in, get yourself an account. It's free to play. We had a winner midweek. The guy won just over 700,000 Rand for free. He was unemployed, so it really is a great initiative to maybe even get guys started in racing and let them see what it's all about.
And I think, you know, if you just take us through what it actually entails, Grant, I mean, how do you go about it if people want to get involved?
Well, you've got to open a Hollywood Bets account. That's the first part. And then once you go in there, you'll see Punters Challenge. You click on there, and then all you've got to do is pick one horse per race. And you've got to study the form, see whether you can get a bit of value there. And once you put your picks in, you can submit it. And if you take a little bet of over 50 Rand, you actually get the jackpot prize as well, so you can double your earnings. And I know Devon Pretorius won. He was our first winner here from Cape Town. He won, and he clicked all 8 races in Port Elizabeth the one day, and you got a sizable chunk. I think there were 2 people on that day, so we had to share it. But guys, if you haven't yet got onto the Punters, the Hollywood Punters Challenge, you really have to do it. It's great fun. It's nerve-wracking, especially if you form a group and you all start participating against each other. You were desperately unlucky. You actually won, and then you lost in an objection. How did that work out?
Well, the horse was scratched, the points weren't tallied, but look, I took it on the chin, and thankfully Hollywood Bets were generous enough, so we shared, well, we both got rewarded for the daily win. But yeah, Grant, you're all right. It sort of tests you nicely, and it puts you, challenges you as a person or a form studier.
Absolutely, and I think the key initiative is you've got all the guys on that one group, and the camaraderie, the banter, and the support for when you win. Everybody comes in, they knocks on the door, they give you a nice thank you, and it's been great fun, and it goes all the way to July Day, so we've still got a lot of work to do. I started off terribly today, but I've made a little bit of a comeback, so let's see how we finish off.
Well, it's time now that you get your prize, so well done for being last minute's overall month winner with regards to the press, if I can call it that. Well done.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, and once again, thank you very much to Hollywood.
There you go. If the ladies could please come forward, and Grant, you can take your prize. A whole bunch of exciting things there to take on. There you go. That's Grant Knowles. Personalised. Now you can't be a stranger anywhere you go.
Thanks, ladies.
Well done. Thank you very much. Thanks, Grant.
Thank you very much.
Next, Keegan DeMello's made his way back, so we can chat to him with regards to the winner of race 5, number 6, Supreme Dream. Keegan, well done for the win.
Thank you very much. Yeah, nice to be back aboard her. She had everything on a silver platter today. There didn't look to be much pace, and I spoke to Mr. Crawford in the ring, and I sort of said, if there's nothing that goes, we'll dictate ourselves, and it worked out nicely.
This is a bit of sort of a side question with regards to the course. We're on the winter course. How was the going? How did you find it?
Look, it's a bit sticky around the turn. There's one or two patches around the turn, but it's nothing too serious. Obviously, first meeting back here. And I just hope the rain stays away, because hopefully I don't think it can take much of that for the patches to come a bit soft. But yeah, nice to be back on the winter course. It's always a nice course to ride on, and when you're riding winners, we can always say that.
This is true. Regarding the filly, she looks quite progressive. Does she give you that type of feel?
She is, yes. She's probably her own worst enemy. She, halfway around the turn, she doesn't really travel with you, and I was just lucky enough there wasn't pace today, and when they did challenge her, we were about the 700, and that's when she only starts picking up the bridle, and yeah, she wins a nice race towards the end of the race. And I must just say thank you very much to Mr. Crawford, his team, and to Mr. Bales as well. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Well done.
Thank you, and to my sponsors, Winning Form, again, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's Keegan DeMello. He was the jockey aboard Supreme Dream. Well done to the daughter of Master of My Fate and Mr. Bales for breeding and owning. Lovely, lovely type of filly, and as they said, progressive, enjoys the staying distances.